feeling good enough about who you are? Are you still feeling less than others around you? You know what? Let's talk about that when I come back. Stay tuned. The Mojo Maker back again with another hot Mojo tip. I'm a publicist, and I'm also someone that helps people spiral up their energy, spiral up their confidence and the bodaciousness so that they can be a huge change maker out into the world. About not being good enough. I know it's something that I've been plagued with most of my life. I remember when I graduated and went out into the world, I had my first real job and my first paycheck. I didn't have to bother anybody for money or anything like that. So the first thing I did was I went and I sought out help because I walked around thinking that everybody else somehow was way better than I am. And not about skill, but there was a deep-seated feeling that I was missing something somehow, that I wasn't as good or worthy as other human beings walking around the planet. And it got so acute. I knew I had to do something. And even at that young age, in my early 20s, adulthood, ready to go out into the world and conquer, I knew that I needed somebody to help walk me through this critical thinking. I was really stuck believing that I wasn't good enough. And it took years. It wasn't something that happened lickety-split. And there are times where my mind pulls me back to that place. But let's, talk about how and what you're going to do about that feeling, because it will cripple your efforts to do your good work in the world. If you don't feel that you're deserving, if you don't feel that you're worthy, if your self-esteem is way down on the ground somewhere, it's going to be difficult to get up every morning and do the work you need to do for your tribe and for your audience and for yourself and for your family. So let's talk about what we can do today. First of all, stop comparing yourself to other people. Here's one thing I had to learn in my early days. I will never be rich enough. I will never be pretty enough. I will never be smart enough. And I'll never be as skilled as a whole bunch of people out there. So what am I supposed to do then? If that's the case, if I'm trying to be the best, how can I ever succeed knowing that no matter how hard I try or whatever I do, there will always be tons of people that were better, smarter, prettier, richer, more skilled, and so on. All right? I had to find my lane. I had to find the thing that was Pamela's and had to work Pamela's. Have you ever been caught in that place where you're so busy trying to be like somebody else and that no matter how hard you try, it's just not happening, and you start tearing yourself down? In your mind, you start being highly critical because you can't run as fast as Usain Bolt. At this point, the only person that can compete against Usain is Usain, in which he does. He tries to best his last time. So find the thing that you're good at and keep besting it every day. Let that be the thing that you do. Keep your focus on what you're doing and stop looking. And I know it's difficult because of social media. We get on our Facebook and, look at the vacation they're on, look at the new car, look at the new house, look at the new clothes, and we compare ourselves and find ourselves lacking and find ourselves wanting. And it's something we really have to stop. Get in your lane and own it, dominate it, crush it, as Gary Vaynerchuk would say, okay? The next thing is to reaffirm daily. I sometimes forget that I have to be in my lane. I sometimes forget that I'm worthy based on how I'm physically feeling sometimes, okay? And I tend to forget things. So I had to create a laboratory out of my home, which means I had to stick up constant reminders about what I wanted my mindset to be about me. That I am worthy, I am deserving, and every time I do a project or finish some work and I see what I've done, and I say, yeah, Pam, you got that going on, okay? And you gotta keep going. You have to create a success environment for yourself, whatever that will look like. For me, it's sign markers all over the place, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, when I wake up in the morning in the bedroom, right underneath my TV screen. All of these things have little signposts and reminders about who I am and how great I am and how worthy I am in my lane. This is not to do with your lane in comparison to me and nothing like that. I'm not comparing myself. I even have a sign marker about that. Stop comparing, Pamela. Stay in your lane. Okay, so You are good enough. You just have to know it. You just have to pull it outside of yourself and constantly remind yourself so it gets in here and it flows down into your heart and it flows and emanates out into your world. You are as good as anybody else while you stay in your own lane, okay? So again, this is Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, back with another hot Mojo tip. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because you know I'm showing up every day with another bright insight for you to keep you going and spiraling you up and making sure your mojo's working, okay? Or join me on my blog at PamelaSylvan.com. So go out to the world and conquer, because why? Because you're good enough. Bye-bye.